everyone, welcome back into the Birdland Network, where we talk all things Baltimore Orioles and Major League Baseball. And today we're back with another video in our continuing series of the top 25 all-time Baltimore Orioles players. And here we are, we're finally down to number 1. Now, if you guys have been watching these videos from the beginning, I think you probably know who number 1 is going to be. But for those that haven't been watching them, what I'm looking for are players that have been with the Orioles at least 5 years and have had a really big impact on the field, and then that mark they left, that indelible mark off the field after their playing days were over. And 24 Orioles have been named, and now we're down to number 1. And number 1 on my list is none other than Brooks Robinson. Brooksy to me he's it. He's number 1. He's Mr. Oriole, and I just think he's the greatest of all time. He debuted with the Orioles September 17, 1955. And he played with the Orioles from 1955 to 1976. 23 seasons with the Birds. No other team, just the Orioles. His best season was probably 1964. He hit 28 home runs, 118 RBIs, batted .317, 194 hits, 35 doubles, and he won the American League MVP. He never struck out more than 84 times in a season. That's amazing. Never struck out over 84 times in a season. Of course, he was part of 2 World Series championship teams in 66 and 70. And he was the World Series MVP in 1970. And he's considered by many to be the greatest defensive third baseman of all time, if just not third baseman. There's some other people other players that people talk about, but Brooksy is always in the conversation. But defensively, he is the mark. When third basemen are measured defensively, they're measured with Brooks Robinson. He was the greatest at third base. Now, he wasn't a big hitter, but he did have big hits in big situations. He was a .300 hitter in postseason play with 5 home runs and 22 RBIs. So when the moment mattered most, he was there. He always stepped up to the plate and delivered. He is one of, if not the most beloved Oriole of all time, and rightly deserved, because not only was he a great ball player, but he's a great, great human being as well. Just a great person. So likable, so nice, so many stories out there about Brooksy. He's just amazing. For his career, he had 268 home runs, 1,357 RBIs, 2,848 hits, 482 doubles. His defensive WAR is 3rd all-time in baseball history, and it's 39.1. So he's ranked 3rd all-time in defensive WAR. He had 18 All-Star games in his career. Of course, he won the Most Valuable Player Award in 1964. He was the 1970 World Series MVP, and he won 16 Gold Gloves. Absolutely incredible. And to cap his incredible career, of course, he was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, the National Baseball Hall of Fame, in 1983. And there you go, folks. Number 1 on my list, greatest Baltimore Orioles of all time, Brooks Robinson. I know some people might say Cal, they might say Frank, but to me, it's Brooksy. 23 seasons. He is just Mr. Oriole. We love him, we miss him, and there's just never going to be anybody like him. But now it's out to you. Let me know in the comments who's number 1 for you. Where does Brooksy rank? I'd love to hear from you. Be sure to go back and watch these other videos that we've done, these 24 other ones. I think they're a lot of fun. Other than that, this has been great. I've really enjoyed counting down my top Orioles players. I hope you guys have enjoyed it too. But there you go, Brooksy, we love you. You're number 1. And that's it for now, folks. And until next time, keep rooting for the Birds and take care of yourselves and each other.